Former MBank Customer Relationship Manager Joanna Yu admitted to failure on her part for going through businessman Low Teck Jho in dealing with Datuk Seri Najib Razak's accounts. Yu was testifying as the prosecution's 41st witness. She said that she dealt with Jho Low because the fugitive financier had initiated the opening of the then PM's accounts with the bank and had continued dealing with him even though there was no authority from Najib for Jho Low to deal with the accounts. She also repeated her previous testimony that she had also dealt with Nik Faisal Arif Kamil, 1MDB's former chief investment officer who was the mandate holder of Najib's accounts at the bank. Today's proceedings were mostly on the $620 million coming into Najib's account. Previously, Yu testified that she would contact Nik Faisal to inform him and confirm the exchange rate for the day, and she would contact Jho Low if she failed to get hold of Nik Faisal. Defence Counsel Tan Sri Muhammad Shafi Abdullah asked Yu if this was one of the reasons why she was terminated from her service at MBank. In response, she said she was not sure, adding that the bank did not give her a show cause letter. The trial will continue next Monday. Monthly passenger movements in airports operated by MACC reached a record high in December 2022, with 6.8 million passengers for its operations in Malaysia. In a statement today, MACC said the year-end holiday season contributed to the significant 31% jump from the preceding month and enabled the group to reach 50% of 2019 levels for its domestic operations. Of the 6.8 million, 2.9 million were international flights and 3.9 million were domestic travellers. Among MACC's 5 international airports, the highest passenger increases were recorded for the Langkawi International Airport at 51% and the Kota Kinabalu International Airport at 39%. Aircraft movements rose by 10% month-on-month to 56,645. For the entire year, MACC recorded a total of 52.7 million passengers for its local network of airports. 36.2 million were local passengers, while 165 million were international travellers. The Istanbul Sabiha Gökçen International Airport, meanwhile, booked 2.7 million passengers in December, contributing to a total of 31.2 million passengers in 2022, which is 86.7% of 2019 levels. Total international passenger movements in 2022 surpassed 2019 levels, with a 10.4% growth, while domestic passenger movements hit 15.5 million, reaching 71.2% of 2019 levels. AirAsia X flew 337,638 passengers in the quarter ended December 2022 as travel recovery gained momentum in tandem with the peak travel season. It said today the 6th quarter numbers represent a 324.4% jump from the July to September 2022 period. Passenger load factor rose to 79% from 73% in the 5th quarter as the carrier focused on flying the most popular and profitable routes first. Its passenger load factor right before the pandemic was 81% for the October to September 2019 period. Meanwhile, seat capacity and available seats per kilometre capacity stood at 427,384 and 1.7 billion respectively. AAX said during the quarter under review, it launched flights to Melbourne, Perth, Tokyo Haneda, Sapporo, Taipei, Jeddah and Bali Denpasar, on top of introducing an all-new Sydney-Auckland route. It also incorporated additional flights in key routes on the back of significant pent-up demand. 7 out of its 14 A330s were activated at end December as it operated flights to 13 destinations. Meanwhile, its associate AirAsia X Thailand carried 212,523 passengers during the period. It said passenger load factor stood at 92%, with seat capacity at 230,961 and available seats per kilometre capacity at 1.03 billion. AirAsia X Thailand's total fleet size was 8 A330s, with 5 aircraft activated and operational. Sarawak Consolidated Industries or SCIB has withdrawn from proposed engineering, procurement, construction and commissioning contracts involving a specialist hospital project in Johor Bahru. The civil engineering group said it issued a letter of withdrawal to Kencana Healthcare. Its withdrawal was accepted yesterday. It said Kencana will reimburse the commitment fee totaling 1.65 million ringgit that it had paid under a settlement agreement dated August 30th, 2021. It explained that Kencana had been unable to kickstart the project as initially scheduled due to its inability to secure the necessary operator, which then led to financing issues. SCIB Group Managing Director Roslan Othman said, due to this, and after reviewing and updating its order book records to reflect the current situation, the group decided it would be best to pull out. The move is not expected to have any material effect on its gearing, earnings and net assets for the financial year ending 2023. E-payment solutions provider Revenue Group has confirmed the arrest of two of its directors by the MACC for allegedly making false claims relating to the purchase of thermal printing paper worth more than 400,000 ringgit. It also clarified in a filing with Bursa Malaysia today that its business and operation are not affected by the latest development, as the two arrested directors had already been suspended from their executive functions. The group was responding to a report in The Star, which said three unnamed company directors, including two brothers in their 40s and 50s, who are directors of a public-listed company, had been arrested by the anti-graft agency. The brothers are said to be suspected of conspiring with a woman in her 30s, who is a director of another firm. Quoting sources, the report said the duo allegedly conspired to make 16 payments to this individual, who had been making false claims since 2020. Two directors of Revenue Group, Brian Ng and his younger brother Dino Ng, were suspended earlier this month following complaints against them. In separate filings to the Bourse, Revenue Group also announced it will hold two EGMs on February 17th. The first EGM is called by the current board to remove Brian and Dino as directors of the company. The second EGM is requisitioned by Brian in a bid to remove the current board of directors, save for him and Dino, and to appoint three new directors. He also wants a vote on a proposed diversification into property development, construction and property investment, and to cancel the board's authority to allot shares and an approved share buyback.